Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. In the last episode we made our way towards Mount Chimney, all in the hopes of stopping Team Aqua from completing their nefarious goals, using Professor Cosmo's stolen meteorite as a base of their operations. Archie seemingly used it in order to craft himself a Mega Stone of sorts. Although he did get what he was after, he truly lost the battle against us for the time being. But with Team Aqua now quelled, for the time being, our path is now clear for what we truly need to do, and that is with the 4th gym within sight of us now. It is truly time for us to take on the likes of Lava Ridge's Fire-type gym leader Flannery, and truly mark down our halfway point in our gym challenge all in one fell swoop. Since, let's be honest here, with the 4th gym now upon us, well, there's 8 gyms, and well, the 4th one is definitely the halfway point, since that'll officially mark the half of our gyms being done. But honestly, yeah, everything to do with Team Aqua, although technically we did win that fight in Mount Chimney, it did look like he was ready to fight us a second time, but using Mega Evolution, which could have been scary, but thankfully he was called off right beforehand, and we were able to escape with the meteorite. But honestly, with that being said, Lava Ridge Town Pokemon Gym leader Flannery, one with a fiery passion that burns, and that is indeed true. And we might as well read the sign for here since we didn't do that earlier in the last one. Lava Ridge Town Pokemon Center Hot Springs, an excellent place for relaxing, and that is indeed true. And also, like we did in the last one, we went back to Granite Cave, and like I promised, I would look for a better Sableye, because like I said, the Sableye that we caught in the last episode wasn't going to be the one that was going to be on our team. So we can officially add a warm welcome to what will be our main Pokemon of our team, since Sableye is now officially ready. This is Razor, and he is definitely ready. Although, in order to get him, we had to go through Dex Naving, which is a little unfortunate, but we did eventually get one, thankfully. He is an adamant nature, which is also cool. We got the Egg Move Recover, which is also really nice as well. Other than that, pretty good Pokemon, honestly. And pretty much everything we could ever want. Although this is not especially from our specific save file, so technically this is from my Omega Ruby game. So basically, he was swapped over. So basically, if you're wondering, although yes, the Spooks original trainer is the right name, this is from Omega Ruby. So I had to definitely do a little bit of Dex Naving to get it, but thankfully, obviously, Granite Cave was where we found him, and he wasn't too hard to find. It did take at least an hour to, like an hour and a half to get him, so in between this episode and the last, it's been an hour and a half in between both. So, a little bit of searching, but I did eventually get one. Thankfully got him in an Ultra Ball, which is a pretty cool ball to have a Ghost-type Pokemon in. Either that or Dust Balls are pretty good to have Ghost-type Pokemon in. Or Luxury Ball. I like all 3 of those. But honestly, not too bad. And honestly, we're definitely ready for Lava Ridge's gym, I believe. So let's definitely say hello to our one friend, and let's get right on into it.
Yo, how's it going, Team Spooks? Lava Ridge's gym leader, Flannery, uses Fire-type Pokemon. Her passion for Pokemon burns stronger and hotter than a volcano. Don't get too close to her, or you might get burned. Hose her down with water, and then go for it.
Okay, with that being said, here we go. Hose her down with water indeed. But the puzzle for this is by going on the trapdoors. So, find the right trapdoors, go to where you want to go. Also, watch out for, see those little bubbles over there? That is actually a trainer. The reason why we can tell that is because, trainers like to hide in places, and that is definitely a place where a trainer could hide. It's pretty obvious that's one, because obviously air bubbles coming from the water is air. So, definitely one thing to note, and also this is definitely not where we want to go. We want to definitely drop ourselves again. But yeah, the whole point of this puzzle is definitely figuring out which trapdoors take us where we want to go. And well, by using the specific trapdoors, we can easily but surely find where we want to go throughout the entire area. And honestly, I think we can go straight into using Razor, I think, for our first one. Ow, wow, yikes, it's hot. You're inside a hot spring, buddy. Honestly, it's kind of obvious it's going to be hot in here. But Kindler Coal. Okay, Kindler, you have a Numel. Not a bad Pokemon to start with, honestly. Numel the Camel Pokemon's pretty cool. Although, technically, we have no use of one. It is definitely a cool Pokemon. But, thankfully, Razor should be, although lower level, he should be pretty well for this gym, I think. Honestly. But honestly, I'm gonna go Shadow Claw, since we can go same type attack boost. It's also a chance to crit, so it's better to go for that instead. It's going Amnesia, though, so although it's raising its special defense, that really doesn't affect us too heavily. So honestly, just keep slashing in. Since the more slashing we do with the Shadow Claw, the more and more damage we're going to be doing. And hopefully, if we get lucky, and we get a couple good fights, Razor will be able to slowly but quickly, at the same time, catch up to our other Pokemon on our team. Because he is couple levels underneath us, to be fair. So it's not like he's too far off, but he's decently close at the same time. So hopefully we get lucky there. But honestly, a couple Shadow Claws should be more than enough to help us get through a couple of these Pokemon. And the thing is because we have Prankster, and we have Recover for our Egg move, being very lucky on that Dex Nav to get a Recover, by the way. Because that's how the Dex Nav works, is you can get Egg moves, and you can also get hidden abilities, depending on how many, Dex Navs you can get. So it's a pretty good thing to get if you can get lucky. Do we want Fake Out? I don't think so. It can be good, though. It's not a bad move whatsoever, but I don't think we'll need Fake Out. It is good, though. It can give us a free hit if we really, really want to go for it. But honestly, I don't think we'll need it. I'm blinded by sweat. I'm very sorry about that, buddy. You probably should get out of this place. It's probably too hot for you to be here. But with you being a Kindler, I'm surprised you're not used to sweating around in here. But honestly, let's go check out our little trainer, because it's obviously one. And it's a ninja of all of them. The ninjas like to hide, that's for sure. I feel like my brain is melting. Let's hurry up and battle. Okay, so let's see what our little ninja boy has. Because he's definitely going to have something. Hiro Mishi. Like the name, buddy. But, coughing. Makes sense. It is Smokescreen-like Pokemon, so it makes a lot of sense for coughing to be in there. But we do have Zen Headbutt, so let's definitely go about doing that, since that'll give us a free, super effective hit. Although Sludge is definitely not the safest thing to be hit by, but we got lucky with that. Not too bad. Could have been much worse, though. It's apparently about the same... Wait, what happened? Oh, we missed. Okay. I thought it was the same speed as us for a second, and it got to attack first. Nope, we just missed with the Zen Headbutt, because it has the chance to miss. It doesn't have that 100% chance to hit, which is unfortunate about it, but it's not going to severely hinder us. It's just that it's unfortunate to miss it sometimes. I'm so dizzy. You should probably get out of here, buddy, or get some water at least. Although you're standing in water, so I can't really help you out there. Let's definitely go up the middle one, I think, here. You can see another ninja boy at the end there. But let's definitely go up the middle one to kind of get an idea. So we definitely want to go through the left side, but we also might want to go through the right side as well, since I like going for all the trainers inside these gyms. So we definitely do want to visit every one of these guys, because this is where we're going to get, probably the best experience for what we want. So if we can get what we can get, honestly, it's going to help us. I'm trying to relieve my stress. Don't come along and stress me out. Sorry. Honestly, if you're trying to be not stressed out, I would probably be away from here. But Kindler Axel. Okay, Axel, you got yourself a Slugma. Definitely not a hard Pokemon. Can be defensively tanky, though. But it has to be a Macargo, though, for it to really be a problem Pokemon. Thankfully, Slugma is really slow, since, obviously, he's a slug. But he could hurt if we aren't careful, especially with that Ancient Power, because Ancient Power can raise its stats. And it's not a bad move whatsoever. Incinerate, well, Razor. Critical? Really? You're very lucky on that one. That's definitely not an increased chance of getting that. But because you did that, I'm going to actually knock you out with a Pokemon that normally wouldn't be a Pokemon that would win in this fight. So let's just go here and use Donatello and do a quick slash, and we get a free win on a Ninjask against the Slugma, which is pretty nice, I'll have to say. I'll definitely say Flannery looks pretty good out here. Okay. Interesting. Didn't really exactly see what he said about Flannery, so I went with a general guess there, because I accidentally skipped by what he said there. Probably gonna revive our buddy here, thankfully because of all the money we've been getting recently, with the rare bones to the comet shard we found. We are definitely doing a little bit better on money, so we were able to stock up a little bit, which is nice. And honestly, we do have potions. I should probably use those over using the super potion there. Better than wasting what we have here. But not too bad, honestly. Let's go for the second trainer out here real quick before we go in down any of those trapdoors. Okay, I'll battle with you. Okay, well, let's definitely see what you got here. It's definitely more than likely going to be like some type of fighting fire Pokemon. But Battle Girl Sadie. No, it's Meditite. I was expecting more like a Combuskin, honestly. But, interesting. Okay, Meditite. Not really a fire-type Pokemon, but every single gym has had a Meditite at this point. So I guess it makes sense. Well, you're going Fire Punch. You do learn that, so makes sense. But honestly, go for Thief here, and we might be able to... Okay, we do not win that. But we can go for another Thief here, because it won't knock us out unless it gets a really good roll. Ooh, we got burned, though. Well, that's, not exactly what I was hoping for. Well, that's, really unfortunate. We just used our revive, Well, but I was gonna go for some free experience, but if the game's gonna go against me like that, that doesn't help very well. Well, I do have an option here. If I knew that I was gonna get burned, I probably would have used Recover, I'm gonna be honest there. That was just really unfortunate. I know it's a waste of a revive, but we need the experience. So, Razor, sorry that you had to go down there, buddy, but I really thought we would have won that fight, to be fair. Like, we are a Ghost-type Pokemon against normally a Fighting-type Pokemon. We don't get hit by Fighting-type Pokemon normally if they hit us with a Fighting-type move. So, I thought by the fact that, one, it's a Psychic-type Pokemon, it can't hit us with any Psychic-type moves or Fighting-type moves, since we're a Dark Ghost-type. Honestly, yeah, I really thought that was going to go good. You're one strong trainer. Well, thanks. I'll take it, but, yeah, that was a little unfortunate for poor Razor there. He really didn't get a chance to shine there, just because of the unfortunate fire punches that we were getting hit by there. But we are getting closer to our gym leader, but a couple more potions should definitely make us feel a little bit more healthy. But we do have another ninja over here. Ho ho ho! You've left yourself open. With ninjutsu, I will conceal myself in steam. Well, let's definitely see what you got here, buddy. Because you definitely got something. Ninja Boy Shoji. Okay, Shoji. Another coughing. Thankfully, not a hard Pokemon for us to deal with, since the Zen Headbutts will definitely do its job here. But thankfully, we're slowly but surely getting the experience we need. Of course, we miss immediately, though. Not the best thing to have happen, honestly. And, again, okay. Well, that's not really the best thing. Another crit there, honestly. That's surprising as well. Because that's 2 crits in very short amount of time. The slug... Well, there's a crit from us. That's nice. But yeah, with the fact that it's... with the Slugma critting us earlier, and now the Clear Smog also critting us, that's never a good thing to be, you know, critted as badly as we are getting recently. But level 28 for Drake, that's not too bad. I think Scary Face is just a normal one. Oh no, it is the harsh one. Could be good, but we have Howl, so I think I like Howl more than Scary Face in this instance. Just because raising our attack is nicer. The sting stings my eyes. You should probably get out of here, buddy. I'm gonna be honest here. Definitely, not gonna get any better the longer and longer you stay in the steam. I'm gonna be honest there, bud. But, we do have Recover, so even if we do get into a fight, we can instantly heal. So it's not like we're in a bad situation there. Can your Pokemon withstand the heat from my Pokemon? Depends on what you have, to be honest. But it is an Ace Trainer, so we do need to be careful. But it's a Slugma to start. Okay. Well, we can get burned, because we instantly got burned in the last Slugma fight. So I'm gonna say we go Recover, and we see what this guy's gonna use. Since we have Prankster, we get to instantly use Recover, though, which is nice. But it's going Overheat, which is not a bad move whatsoever. but it can definitely mess us up. Thankfully, it's lowering its special attack the more and more it uses that, so we can kind of work around that, honestly. Because it looks like it's gonna spam it, so thankfully it's gonna lower its attack so much that it's not gonna do anything anymore. Because now it's at -4, and one more of those is gonna go -6, and then it's not gonna do anything. So, honestly, do it again, buddy. I'll let you do it, because I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna help you by doing spamming overheat. It's not the best move to spam, any means necessary, honestly. But thankfully, now that he's completely weakened himself, we got free reign on going for free hits here. And honestly, I might go for a free recover here too, because it really, it shouldn't affect us much. So, you know what, we're gonna go for it. Because then we're fully healed for the next Pokemon coming out. And then we'll get full experience for this fight, which is never bad, honestly. But yeah, if you're using a... Really? Thanks, game. Okay. That's really, really bad. Crits aren't very common, to be honest, but when they do hit, it's really bad when it hits when you're in a situation like that where it minus its attack by 6, which is basically like dividing your attack by about 4. So basically, it has probably 10 special attack right now, so it hitting me with a crit right there just brought it back to normal, pretty much. I don't even know how that happened. Well, I don't even know why. Okay, I'm surprised it let me do that, to be fair. My brain shut off for a second there, to be fair. Did I lose that recover? I hope I didn't lose that. Okay, thank you. Although, you would think I would still keep my turn for that, if it didn't use the item. But thankfully it didn't waste my item there. Although we got hit again, but it's still better than what it could have been. Thankfully we still got the experience for that, so it's a decent amount. So we're at 22 for Razor now and 30 for Millie. We're going into a Kecleon. Okay, interesting. Well, Kecleon's a normal type Pokemon. It has color change though, so we need to be very careful on this Pokemon. But there is a way to go about doing this. Well, I know I'm using Shadow Claw, but I was hoping it was faster than me. But Fire Punch, yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, I got it mixed up with him. I was thinking more like Libero, where if you use a move, it turns you into that type. Nope, it is the other way around. It's where you get hits by the move. It's the reason why is you don't see Kecleon as much anymore in the newer games. So I completely forgot about how the color change worked. So basically what we want to do is more of around the ways of going into Osborne here. Because Osborne, I can show it better. So basically we want to hit it with a move, turn it into that type, and then it was going Shadow Sneak. It was going to instantly try and knock us out there. We got lucky there. But what we want to do is go about either using Mud Bomb or Rock Slide here, turning it into a ground or a rock type with color change. And now that it's forced to be a ground type Pokemon, now we can actually have some fun here, since now we can go Water Gun and completely mess around with it being the fact that, well, actually that didn't really do anything. I was thinking, well, it was going to be more damage, but because it's a special attacking move, it really didn't do much. Okay, well, we'll use Strength instead, since that's physical, and we have more physical damage than anything else here. But yeah, he's definitely trying to slash through us, though. We gave him the same type attack boost, too. Probably going, yeah, Shadow Sneak, thought so. Probably should have, well, he actually got a free knockout, actually. Wow. Kecleon's actually putting on a show here, I'm gonna be honest. Normally, Kecleon doesn't get to, go crazy, normally, and this one's actually got some kind of dangerous moves, actually. The slashing, especially, because normally, just in general, normally you don't see, you know, Kecleon actually fighting in a good way, so that's actually surprising how much that guy's actually hurting. But 800 experience, good decent experience for Razor 2. It didn't burn hotly enough. Well, yeah, you could definitely say that. You could definitely say you're an ace trainer, that's for sure. Because you were kind of smashing through my team there. I'm gonna be honest there, bud. But there we go, okay. At least we got through you, though. And now we're getting much, much closer to where we want to be. But honestly, in this instance, I do say, normally I wouldn't waste a revive right now, but with the fact that we're getting closer to Flannery, and the fact that I do want to have all my Pokemon up for when we do get to Flannery, let's definitely go about making sure Osborne's back up. And then we'll also heal up Razor a little bit too. Probably don't need Razor for the next fight, but I'm going to keep him out for just the fact that more experience. You must be getting tired by now. You'd like to rest in a hot bath, eh? But you should know that maintaining your willpower is an important ability for all trainers. You can definitely say that, buddy. But here we go with our final trainer before we get to Flannery. You are now challenged by Kindler Andy. Okay, Andy. Oh, Numel? Okay. It's not a problem. Yeah, Numel I'm not as scared about. If it was something like the overheat that we were fighting, yeah, that would be more of a problem. Numel should be fine, as long as it's not fully, evolved into Camerupt, we'll be perfectly fine. Because Camerupt has a lot more stats than Numel does. And then Slugma has some decent special attack because of its slower nature, because of it being a slug. So, thankfully, that's an easier Pokemon for us to take on. The level 23 for Razor, that's always good to see. And then Lily's also level 27 too. And we're getting Chip-Away. Chip-Away could be good. Depends on the strength though. Looking for an opening, the user strikes consistently. The target stat changes don't affect this attack's damage. So basically, if it had more defense, like raising moves on itself, we'd be able to chip right through the defense that it gained. But we really don't need that. But it's not a bad move by any means. Play with fire and get burned. You could definitely say that. That is definitely true. But not too bad though. Okay, now that we're got through Andy there, we're definitely preparing for Flannery now. Since that should be the last trainer. Yep, that is definitely the last trainer, but kind of curious on what's behind her. I think that's just a fake out one. I think you get stuck in there for a second, then have to go back in, basically. But honestly, should we be ready for Flannery? Kinda, but kinda not at the same time. Definitely healing is in order for sure. So let's definitely go about and give ourselves some potions here. Make sure we're nice and healthy before we get into our 4th gym leader, since she is going to be much more of a problem than the previous trainers we just had to go through. But I think we can definitely start with Razor, I think, as long as we're careful. But here we go. 4th gym leader, and fire-type gym leader at that. Definitely need to be careful. Let's see what she's got for us, since she's definitely going to have a couple aces in the hole for sure here, with the fact that we're going to be dealing with fire types.
Welcome.
Welcome indeed.
No, wait, Cutie Trainer, you've done well to make it this far. Let's see, I'm, honored to be serving as the gym leader of...
Lavaridge Town?
No, I'm Flannery, and I'm in charge here.
Okay, well, good.
You better not underestimate me just in case, cause I've only been a gym leader for a short time. With my skills inherited from my grandfather, I'm gonna, demonstrate the hot moves we've honed in this land.
Okay, well, let's see what you got.
Hiya.
Okay, hiya indeed. Okay, well, here we go. Right into Flannery. And Flannery is definitely someone we need to be careful about, with the fact that fire-type Pokemon usually are pretty strong. But here we go, straight into a Slugma. Probably Overheat. We need to be careful there. With the fact that that Ace Trainer had Overheat, I think it's very possible that this could be an Overheat. Let's go Shadow Claw, just to test the waters, just to see what we're really dealing. Ooh, that was not a crit, but a lot of damage though. But Slugma's in yellow right now. Although Sunny Day is now active, that's never a good thing. Fire-type moves are going to be doing a lot more damage. Thankfully, you straight into the Hyper Potion, so we wasted her Hyper Potion. Although she could have 2 of them, it's very possible. But, ooh, Flame Body. Not exactly the best thing to have on a physical Pokemon like Razor. Oof, okay. Well, Shadow Claw should be enough to get rid of Slugma. Didn't use a Hyper Potion, but that doesn't mean that she's out of them. But down goes Slugma, though. Thankfully, not a hard Pokemon. Although, Burn is never a good thing. but we are going straight into her ace. Okay, Torkoal is her ace Pokemon, so we need to be careful there. Honestly, we're gonna go safety route reasons. Osborne is a water type. That is 4 times damage against a rock fire type. So, as long as we play it safe, Torkoal shouldn't be a problem. But, because of the fact that it is Sunny Day, well, we lose actual damage on water moves. So, although we are gonna hit pretty decently hard here, never mind, actually. Because of the Sunny Day, it actually completely half the damage there, which is never a good thing. Although it's raising its defenses right now is definitely not something we want to have. Let's go Rock Slide here, because I think it does more damage, and we can also slow it a little bit more, which could come in handy. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We also flinched it, so it lost its turn, and there's no more Sunny Day active. Although it's going for another one, which is not too bad. It getting Sunny Day again doesn't really severely help it. It's only if it really attacks us, honestly. It's going Body Slam, though, so it's not going any Fire-type moves, which normally would help it. Body Slam does have the chance of paralyzing us, though, but we did get another Rock Slide in, and that should be enough to, get rid of the Torkoal. So Torkoal's down, so no more very scary main Pokemon for Flannery, but doesn't mean that she's out for the count, though. But she is going into a Numble now, which, honestly, we could definitely go back into Razor since it should be safe enough for Razor to come back out. Although the fire, burn is never a good thing, it doesn't mean that we're completely out of being able to get free experience here, so let's definitely see if we can get a crit here. Because if we get a crit, it'll kind of burst through that. Ooh, Lava Plume. Ooh, yeah, that could be bad. Okay, we definitely need to swap out for safety reasons there. It's going for another Lava Plume, though, I'm pretty sure. So if we swap into Osborne here, Osborne will definitely block out a lot of that damage. Especially, although with the Sunny Day still active, it shouldn't hurt us at all. Yeah, that didn't hurt at all, although we are burned. But it's not a problem. We have Water Gun, so we can still work around the burn. So it's not like it's a major problem to be burned in this instance. Although, thankfully the Sunny Day didn't mess up our Water Gun there, because it could have really messed us up there. Down goes Numble, and down goes Flannery. And thankfully the Torkoal wasn't as much of a problem as it normally would be, because I'm gonna be honest, Mudkip is actually really good for just the gym leaders, if you really think about it. Because the first one's a rock type, the second one's a fighting type, so you're not getting super effective against. So any super effective Pokemon's not going to pop up in fighting type gym. The electric type gym, we have ground typing, so it completely negates out Watson. And then fire, obviously, so we have super effective against 2 gyms out of the first 4, which is pretty good. And then not very, can't even be hit by Watson. It's not bad. It's a pretty good Pokemon to start with for the early gyms. Although, I don't think it's going to be that way for the rest of the game, though, sadly. But it's a nice Pokemon to get you started for sure, though. But definitely a good Pokemon all around when you think about it that way.
Oh, I guess I was trying too hard.
You definitely were. 3,360 for winning. Definitely not bad. Lower than what Archie gave us in the last one, but not too bad, honestly.
I only recently became a gym leader. I guess I was trying too hard to be someone I'm not. When I don't act like myself, no wonder Pokemon that battle at my side get confused. Thank you for teaching me that. You deserve this.
And that is our 4th gym leader badge. Cool, we'll take it. But with that being said, we now officially mark down our halfway point of our adventure. But Spooks received the Heat badge from Flannery.
If you have a Heat badge, all Pokemon up to level 50, even those you get in trades from other people, will obey as well. And they'll obey you completely, which is always good. And it lets Pokemon use the HM move Strength outside of battle. This is a token of my appreciation. Don't be shy about taking it.
And there we go, and it was Overheat, so I was thinking about it if it was Overheat for her gym, and it was. It was either that, or I think, no, I think I got Flame Charge from in between episodes, I think. I think you get, I think I got flame charge while I was, because I swapped out our Mac bike for the Acro bike and went back through the route just above this area in order to grab that other TM that we didn't get. And I think that was, flame charge. So it was either between flame charge or overheat there, but I think we already had a flame charge, so honestly, overheat's not bad. It's very situational, though.
Overheat is a fire-type move that inflicts serious damage on the targets, but it also sharply cuts the special attack of the Pokemon using it. It might not be suitable for longer battles.
Depends on the Pokemon. If you have Contrary, it would actually give you double special attack. So, honestly, not a bad move. Depending on the situation, though. But you could always just swap your Pokemon out if that happens to you. But honestly, not too bad. And also, let's definitely see what's going on with our one buddy real quick.
Oh, yow! That was a scorching hot battle!
That definitely was. Definitely for sure. We got lucky on Flannery being a little bit easier. But, oh, something's going on. Oh, hey May. Long time no see.
Spooks, what a relief to see you in one piece. Oh, well, you know the last time I saw you was right after battling those Team What's-It people. So I was a bit worried thinking about what might have happened to you. After that, Spooks. What? You battled them again after that? And you beat them?
Yep, that is indeed the case. You did help us get back to Mauville and told us to head over to Mount Chimney because you saw them over there. Which we saw them too, to be fair. But, yeah, we definitely went straight for them.
You really are something else, Spooks. I mean, you and your team are. I'm pretty impressed by you all. That's a pretty stone that's sparkling there. Is that the meteorite you got back from them?
Yep, that's indeed the case. Professor Cosmo, specifically.
Oh, that's right. Here. I've been thinking of giving these to you.
Oh, Go-Go Goggles. That's actually really nice of you. Because that'll actually, I believe, let us go into the desert area that's on the right side of here. So now we'll officially be able to go through there, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Spooks obtained the Go-Go Goggles. And put it in the key item. Yep, it's definitely them then.
If you put on those Go-Go Goggles, you'll be able to you'll be all set heading into the desert on Route 111.
Well, that's good to hear. Thanks, May.
That's Lava Ridge's gym badge. So you beat Flannery too. I guess you really are treating your Pokemon right. Next up will be your challenge. You'll be challenging your dad Norman in Petalburg, right? I'm heading to Petalburg gyms next myself. Do you want to go back to Petalburg?
Actually, no.
Oh yeah? Well, I'll still be here in Lava Ridge for a while, so find me if you think you'll like a little company on the road after all.
Okay, we'll definitely tell her when we're ready to go there, but we don't want to go straight to Petalburg, because I actually do want to go into the desert for a second, because, one, we haven't been there, and two, there's actually reasons to be in there. So, that's actually where we're going to go. Plus, there's no reason to go back-to-back into gym leaders, to be fair. So, since we're, doing an episodic series, so honestly, it's better for us to go to the desert here. So, let's do it, honestly. Thing is, though, with the fact that we do now have the Go-Go Goggles, we do need to be careful about going into the desert in some ways. Since, it's definitely a new place, and, let's definitely be honest here, it's definitely a different type of place, too. But Spooks put out on the Go-Go Goggles. And that also gives us a full range, I believe, of not having to go through the Rock Smash wall, I believe. So we're officially now in, good old Route 111. I believe it does have a specific name, though, if we really do look in here. Because I believe it does actually have a name of sorts. It looks like no on that, actually. Okay, so, although it is called Route 111, but it is one of the, only real deserts in the Hoenn region, and you need those goggles to actually go here. But there should be a lot of stuff here with, specifically we were told that we can find fossils here by a guy back in, trying to think when we heard about that, but they said that it was the fossil guy's house. So the guy that was digging for fossils, he said to go here if you want to find fossils, but they'll be in the ground. And, well, if we find them, we can, break them up and turn them into a Pokemon, which would be pretty cool. For 30 years, I've searched for ancient ruins. I'm so used to sandstorms that I don't even need goggles anymore. Am I to be challenged? Well, maybe, but it's definitely a guy we need to be a little careful about. But Ruin Maniac Dusty, he's probably going to have... No, he actually has a Baltoy. I was thinking that he was going to have a fossil-type Pokemon, but nope, he's going straight into a Pokemon that actually could be a problem if we're not careful with it. His Baltoy is not a bad Pokemon by any means, although it is a Pokemon that can definitely mess with us with the accuracy, since Ground-type moves typically usually have... Oh, he's actually swapping his attack and defense up. Okay, that could be good for us with the fact that he actually shouldn't have much attack. So, thankfully that ended up working out for us. Okay, cool. He was going to swap his defense for actual attack, but it didn't help him in the long run, but level 24 for Razor. And we're learning Punishment. That should be better than Thief, I believe, since that's 60. And nope, this is based off the target has powered up stat changes. So, not in this instance. It could be good, but we're not really running into stuff like that on the common. So, we'll take the... Ooh, actually, just getting Protect. That's interesting. I always forgot that Protect comes pretty late for just Marshtomp. It's a weird move to get late, but honestly, level 32 is never bad. And we're going into a Sand Slash. We do want to be careful there. Without being a fully evolved Pokemon, it can hurt. So, let's be careful with the Sand Slash if we can be so, since it is a pretty dangerous Pokemon under the right conditions. And it could also have, I believe it's called Sand Rush. So, it's better if we be careful. Thankfully, it's going Poison Sting. So, it's not doing anything too dangerous, but being poisoned is never a good thing, to be fair. But honestly, not bad. We did half his HP in one Water Gun. Honestly, if we can get a upgraded version of that, that would be good. Because, honestly, having anything that's stronger than the base move we've had this entire game would be better, honestly. It's not a bad move by any means, but it could be better. But 800 experience for that, not too bad. And down goes Dusty. While I have searched for ruins, I've not searched for strong Pokemon. Which is pretty unfortunate for you, bud. Anything from you, though. For 30 years I've searched for ancient ruins. No, wait. Was it 40 years? Which was it now? I'm pretty sure... Am I in the wrong spot, though? Because I'm pretty sure this is, Or unless I'm thinking of it wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be something. Unless I'm thinking... Oh, I think it changes between games, too. Actually, now that I think about it. I believe in Emerald that's a cave. If I'm remembering correctly. Because... The thing is there's differences between Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Well, Ruby and Sapphire are pretty similar, like, for the most part, when it comes to most places, but Emerald has a couple of new places that weren't in Ruby or Sapphire. And since this is based off of Ruby and Sapphire, I'm pretty sure that's why I'm getting mixed up there. But I think that's what we're looking for. Although I probably should save before doing so, because we could get unlucky. So, let's save, since these are fossils, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's the claw fossil, and then we have the root fossil. So, I'll read them out before we grab one, but I want to be careful with this, because I would actually like to use a fossil-type Pokemon in this venture. I normally never do this, so it would be cool if I can actually do that for once. But this is the claw fossil. If you take the fossil, no doubt the other one will sink into the sand. Would I like to take it anyways? No. I believe the root fossil is what we're looking for, because root, and I'm looking for a grass type, I'm pretty sure this should be the right one. If you're wondering exactly what we're going for, we're actually going for Lily, which would be kind of cool, since we don't have a grass type Pokemon, and we don't have a rock type Pokemon, so this would be a good mix of both. And honestly, be a nice change for once, because I don't think I've ever used a fossil Pokemon on a main team in either a series or just in my own use. So, honestly, this would be a nice change of pace, honestly. You found the root fossil, and honestly, I would definitely like to take it. So with that being said, the other fossil is definitely going to be sinking into the sand now. But there we go, Spooks obtained the root fossil and threw it into the item pocket. But just like that, we lose the chance of getting the other fossil. I believe you still can get a claw fossil, but I believe it's, trying to remember exactly. I think you can find them again, I think, but, it's via a specific thing, I think, but, I think it's with the, fossil hunter's house, I believe. I think, the further and further you go in the game, I think. Don't take this with a grain of salt, though, because this is going based off of memory at this point, because I really don't remember, but I think if you... The further and further you get in the game, I believe he goes farther and farther into the tunnel, and you can find fossil Pokemon if you go and smash rocks open, I believe. Like with Rock Smash, if I'm thinking correctly. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Does wearing those go-go goggles make you feel like some kind of champion for justice? Honestly, didn't think about it like that, but I guess you could. I guess like the X-Men, I guess, would be the best way to say it. But, yeah, I guess so. In a way, I guess. But, honestly, not really, but it kinda, I guess, under the right, like, you know, thought of it, I guess, now that you brought it up. But if I were to say if it was like a superhero, it would be more like, I actually don't know his name from X-Men, because I actually don't really, you know, follow the X-Men stuff from, like, Marvel and stuff like that, but the guy with the, you know, the goggles that block off his laser vision is who I'm thinking of. I believe he does have a name that's easy to figure out, but the thing is because I, you know, don't know as much about the X-Men, it's not going to be a name I can just point out in like 2 seconds. Because the only ones I really know when it comes to the X-Men are Wolverine and Deadpool and I believe his name's Beast. The guy that can, oh no, wait. Yeah, there's Beast and then there's also, Spider... I think it's Spider Monkey or something like that. He can turn invisible, and he's kind of like a blue monkey, kind of. I think he has a tail. I think I'm thinking of that right, because there's 2 characters that are blue in the X-Men, and one can turn invisible, while the other one's more like animal-based when it comes to attacking. Unless it's the same character, I'm just getting it mixed up. But that's it, like, if I were to say that, then I guess the big old metal guy that was in Deadpool, I guess, but I don't know his name off the top of my head. But honestly, I don't really follow the X-Men, but that's more of the fact that there's only specific superheroes that I specifically, you know, watch, I guess. I guess I can't beat Justice. Yeah, sorry there, buddy. And I guess Cyclone 2 is another one. And, there's a couple, like, ones that I can mention after, like, thinking about it, but it's like, there's quite a lot of them, and then Storm, I guess, is another one. But it's, yeah, it's definitely one that will take me, you know, some time to definitely, you know, mention them all, since there's quite a lot of them. But, and then I guess you could say Charles Xavier, the Professor, is another one. So, there's a couple of them, and Magneto for their villain. But, honestly, there's a lot of characters in X-Men that I would have to, like, sit here for, like, probably, like, 20 minutes just to be able to, you know, talk about all of them. Honestly, let's get back into our story here. My eyes may sting a bit, but I'll still have a picnic here in the deserts. Well, good for you. You're gonna have a very sandy, lunch, but unless you're having a sandwich, I guess you're gonna be perfectly fine with it. But, a bunch of sand slashes, by the way. Not a Pokemon to, really want to be getting into fights with. Especially with the fact that, Sandslash can be, like a problem, like I said earlier. With the fact that it does have a lot of attack. Although it is a Gen 1 Pokemon, it's actually pretty strong. But, actually, do we outspeed that? Oh no, we're poisoned out of that, actually. Oof, well, that's not good. I was thinking we'd survive even to getting hits. But no, we did not. Okay. Not the worst case scenario. But not the best case scenario either. When it comes to our team, Let's see here. Could go into Slash. Could go into Millie. But the thing is, well, it really depends because of the fact that if it being a Sand Slash, it has ground type moves. And electric types really don't want to be getting hit by ground types. So, let's go into Meteor Mash. It should do some decent damage. No, it did nothing. Okay. Well, that's a ground type move, so that's not good. So, Millie's going to be getting hit hard here. And with the Sandstorm, it's as well as being like, we're good as doomed right now. So, we're not in a very good situation right now. What we could do is use my last revive for now. But the thing is I can rebuy them, so we don't have to worry about that. But, ooh, we got lucky there, actually. Although the Sand Tomb was enough. Okay. Thinking we were going to get away with that, but nope. Definitely not. Okay, so what I'm going to say what we can do here, we can go into Lily. If Lily isn't enough to get rid of Sand Slash here, we go back into Osborne now that Osborne's a little bit healthier now and not poisoned anymore, because that Poison Sting really did mess us up. But going Fury Cutter, okay, that's not bad. We also got an instant crit with the Slash there too, so we're in a very good situation right now. But yeah, let's just keep going the Slashes. It doesn't look like this guy has Dig, so he's not going to be, you know, getting out of turns for free. And it doesn't look like he's trying to poison us either. So we're not in a bad situation right now. Could be a bad situation. But, well, if we miss, that's definitely a bad situation. And now it's spamming Sand Tomb, which we're going to get hit with that as well as the Sandstorm. So it's not the best thing to have happen. But thankfully we were able to get the Sand Slash there with another Slash there. So it wasn't too bad, but it could have been bad. But level 25 for Razor. Now we're really liking the levels on Razor, because now Razor's actually where he needs to be. Oh, you're mean. Well, sorry there, buddy. But, honestly, you had Sand Slash, and we really weren't ready to get doubled up by that. And, ooh, that could have been close. I'm trying to get out of the Sandstorm right now, to be fair. So if we can do so, I would like to do so. But, there we go. Okay. We're safely out of there now. But, oh, wait a minute. Actually, I just thought of some... Oh, no, we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry at all, because what we can do... Because of the fact that, although we don't have Rock Tomb, we could just go back to May and Lava Ridge, and that'll take us back to where we want to be for Norman. Although Norman, well, the thing is actually that kind of works for us, actually. Yeah, it would be faster to go to Norman's area for, just in general, for Petalburg, than it would be to go all the way back to Rustboro. Because I'm pretty sure where we want to go right now, in order to break down our fossil, is Rustboro. I'm pretty sure. I'll check my map, though, just to be sure. Because a lot of that kind of stuff is, like, you know, memory-based. So it's like, am I remembering it correctly, or am I not? But I think I am. Because that would definitely help us out with where we're wanting to go. If we want to be breaking down that root fossil. So let's see here. Doesn't say exactly, but that doesn't mean that that's the case or not. But we just gotta keep looking here. I believe the two places I can think of that would be the case is either here because of the museum, or here because of the fact that they have the fossil, you know, the Devon Corporation is, I believe, a fossil place as well. But we could definitely double check here with, just checking here and looking around to make sure. Move Tutor and Meteor Falls. That's definitely not where we want to go. Definitely not there, but it is good to double check places just in case. But I believe where we do want to go is in Rustboro, if I'm remembering correctly. The only thing is the thing on the top isn't really helping us there, to be fair. But there is also that one guy that's on the route over here that could also be the case for that as well. It's kind of iffy, to be fair. But I think I am remembering that right. I hope I am, because want to go for getting our fossil broken down, we gotta go to the right place. And there's only one place to go. So, although we're not 100% on if that's where we want to go, doesn't mean that we're not, like, for sure in the wrong. Also, a Pokemon we're running into, Machop. Very, not like the most common Pokemon, so I'm surprised we ran into you, but, not bad. Machop's never a bad Pokemon. But, I was actually more expecting, like, Spoink, with the fact that that's a much more common Pokemon. Ooh, hello. That was close. Definitely close. Also, item we can't get to because we don't have the Mac Bike right now. Unfortunate, but thankfully not a hard way to get back to Lavaridge. Thankfully, just taking that little path over there instantly takes us back to where we want to be. But now that we're here, let's definitely... Actually, wait. Actually, there is one other thing I think we could do. Herb, I believe we can get charcoal here. I think. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure because we're in this area. I heard that an egg was found at when 2 Pokemon were left at the daycare. That's great. I'm envious. I wish I could lay an egg. Okay. But I could also be thinking of Johto, because Johto gives you one in their fire area. So, could be wrong, but I could be right at the same time. You come all the way to look for herbal medicine on Lavaridge. That's really commendable. I like you. Take this. And I was right. There is a charcoal here. Okay, good. There's no reason not to grab it if I remember it. So, thankfully I did remember that. And now we can tell May we're perfectly ready to go.
Do you want me to, want to go back together back to Petalburg?
Yes, we do.
Aye. Then let's hit the road.
Okay, let's hit the road indeed, May. And that'll also help us, 1, get back here, and 2, well, prepare for our journey over to Rustboro.
Well, we meet at the Petalburg City Gym. Good luck with taking on the gym leader, Spooks. I'm cheering for you. Later.
Oh, looks like she's going home. Back to the professor, it looks like. So, Birch is definitely going to be seeing his daughter soon. But, now that we're back here and away from any rock smash rocks, we don't have to worry about having, Linoon on us for the time being, which is nice. Because having Linoon available at all times is not always the best thing for us, because it takes up a slot for our team, and that could be experience gained for a Pokemon that needs it. So honestly, it's better off that we get the chance to not have to worry about our party at some points. But honestly, with that being said, we have to go back through Petalburg Woods here in order to get back to Rustboro. Thankfully, we are perfectly ready for here because of the fact that I should have a decent amount of repels. So we should easily be able to slide through here as much as we want to without having to worry about Pokemon running up out of nowhere and catching us off guard. So we should be able to make a quick, easy route all the way to where we want to go. Just like that. And we're back in, Route 104, but it's basically Rustboro now, since we're literally, like, right down the street from it. But not too bad, honestly. That definitely was a nice little shortcut for May there, because that's quite a walk, with the fact that we don't have access to what would be the, just in general for, just in general with Fly, us not having Fly definitely can make that harder. But I believe we should be able to go in here and break down our fossil. I'm pretty sure, because of the fact that all the fossils are over here. That's the reason why I'm remembering that. Hello and welcome to the Devon Corporation. We are proud producers of items and medicine and enhance your life. I'm trying to remember if this is indeed where I want to be, though. But, I could be wrong. But since we're here, we can also talk to, just in general, like, you know, the man of the hour. But yeah, it's here. This is where it was. I was right. It's just I didn't remember exactly where, because it's not specifically noted on the map. I am researching Pokemon fossils here. You have a fossil, don't you? Shall I restore it for you? Yes, sirree. Okay then. I'll turn that root fossil back into a Pokemon for you. And with that being said, send out our root fossil, and we get one back. I restored the fossil you gave me, turning it back into a Pokemon. This is Lileep. Please take good care of it. And with that being said, we now have ourselves a Lileep as well, which is pretty cool. So now we officially have a fossil Pokemon, which we will be eventually adding to our team here in the very, very close future. But because it didn't show us the Pokedex entry, let's go straight over there real quick. Thankfully, we can quickly go through the Pokedex in this one, and we can see exactly where we are. But here it is. Lileep is an ancient Pokemon. that was regenerated from a fossil. It remains permanently anchored to a rock from its immobile perch. This Pokemon intently scans for prey with its 2 eyes. Sea Lily Pokemon, Rock Grass, 3 feet and 3 inches and 52.5 pounds. And it is a completely fossilized Pokemon, which is pretty cool. So basically, Anorith or Lilip is your choices here, which is not a bad choice, honestly. Both are pretty good. So, honestly, really wanted to go for the Lilip there, to be fair. Kind of curious, though, does Cosplay Pikachu have its own Pokedex entry? Probably doesn't, but it's worth checking, because it's possible. But let's see here, if we change its, oh, you actually can't change its appearance in here. That's surprising. So, you can't actually have a Pokedex entry for the cosplay one. That's surprising. But, other than that, I don't think we've missed any other of our Pokedex entries, I'm pretty sure, so we're good there. But honestly, not too bad. Honestly, we've caught in 36 of the 86 Pokemon we've seen, so that's pretty good. But, while we're here, let's actually pay the President a visit as well, since there's no reason not to. Since my youth, I've immersed myself in work. Consequently, I'm not very familiar with recent trends and that sort of thing. Do all young people want to be trainers and aim for the Pokemon League, I wonder? Well, honestly, yeah, pretty much. But it looks like we have nothing to worry about with the president of the Devon Corporation at the current moment. But honestly, with that being said, we are definitely done with our adventures for today, since we're definitely good with what we have. We now have ourselves a fossilized Pokemon. We now have ourselves pretty well off with the fact that, well, we got our 4th gym leader. We have the move strength now. We can do quite a lot now, honestly. And honestly, with the fact that we have strength and have the, you know, a Lilip on top of that, that's pretty cool. So we'll definitely be using this thing. Thing is, though, what exactly did we get out of it? We got plus defense minus speed. That's not bad. It doesn't have a lot of speed anyways, so that's not bad. Negates all moves and items that force switching out. So basically, if someone used Roar on us, we would stay in battle, which is not bad. And honestly, it's not a bad Pokemon whatsoever. It has a lot of, it's a defensive Pokemon, so we do need to keep that in like understood. But for the most part, it's not a bad Pokemon. It's slow, but it's tanky. And having a tank on our team would not hurt us in any means necessary, honestly. Since we're working with a 61 on a level 20 there for HP. And then our highest level, or HP Pokemon right now is a level 32 with 96. So it's literally not very far off on the HP department. And it's got some decent defenses too. Defenses for special defense and defense are even. So it's pretty good. It's definitely going to help us out here. But honestly, definitely going to come in handy though. Since it's a grass rock type. Pretty handy for moves and everything. But honestly, with that being said, in the next episode we will be making our way to our 5th gym leader of our adventure, literally being our character's father. So with that being said, honestly, thank y'all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.